Our story begins in the year 1952. The then general manager, Kenneth Finch, invited the Department of Cooperatives to speak to the employees about credit unionism. In 1953, whilst the masses were grooving to the tunes Maddling Oe and Bow Wow Wow, the relatively new TATECO office in southern Trinidad, Penal, was quietly planning to bring this new idea to life. And on the 16th June 1953, TATECO Penal was born. A board of 9 members was chosen, with Mr. Charles E. King as president and Mr. Etienne Mendez as secretary. It began with just 156 members and an asset base of $906. The seed was well planted in the minds of the workers of the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission. With no official space to conduct business, the early meetings were held in TATECO Penal Power Station compound. Whilst Jean and Dinah was posing down the corner, the credit union eventually moved in 1956 from Penal Power Station compound to TATECO San Fernando compound, after the majority of members were relocated following the division of TATECO Generation and Distribution departments. The new and enthusiastic officers of the credit union began a drive to educate both themselves and its members about the new phenomena that has been sweeping through Trinidad and Tobago and the wider Caribbean. To realize this dream and vision, the increasing ability to assist members and the membership drive saw positive growth in both membership and assets. TATECO Penal was renamed in 1961 to TATECO San Fernando Credit Union and became a member of the Cooperative Credit Union League of Trinidad and Tobago and CUNA Mutual Insurance Society. On its 10th anniversary in 1963, whilst Kitchener sang about the road, TATECO San Fernando was navigating its steady growth both in members at 210 and shares of $53,696 under the leadership of the board of directors led by Mr. Thomas Searles. One young man to answer the clarion call by the credit union to proceed up the road to financial stability was Mr. Irwin Panchery. Mr. Panchery joined in 1962, and this is his story.
Well, I always call him Uncle Hardin Marshall. Then we upstairs in the office there. We get to come on the toilet. He say, "You join credit union?" I say, "No." I say, "Uncle Hardin, me, you know much about it, you know." He say, "Come sign up. Put $20. I say, "Boy, I just changed my car. Bought another second car, standard tram." He say, "Forget this $20. Do ever think about it. Forget that. Clean. Operate with what you have. Right? Work with what you have." And I did that. At that time, the credit union was well, they had just moved to Sandal, but they were in Penal. And the biggest loan that time was $10. When a fellow borrowed $10, fellow say, "You see how a man borrowing money? It's $10 he borrowed, you know." Well, I remember fellas, they call Mr. Tenier. They make deduction come out on Thursday. Friday they come out to borrow it back. So Tenier say, "Well, you can't do that." And they say, "Well, if really money there, it costs up, Mr. Tenier." And when I was acting superintendent, when we got the notification and the check, that was 6 weeks after, so I took a photocopy, put it on the board, let them see. Your TATECO gets your money, right? I mean, the credit union gets your money 6 weeks after, right? So when they're telling, "Oh, the Spanish feel that the money is here," it's not so. in San Fernando. And there's a block they had built there where a sort of recreation room and thing, and we had a place downstairs. And a place you had people charging battery and all that. So we had a small place there. We did well because Mr. Mendes was the kind of fella, I know I did stand up by him, and a fella come, who got Mr. Mendes and see a nice property, you know. Because the members were small, so, you know, he said, but you don't save any money. You have to save your money and wait like a snake to strike. You don't wait till you see something and you come to this. You have to save your money. I never forget it. It's the Etienne Mendes. I use the bank for make out of small money. You ain't come and trouble them, right? I had some money in the unit trust because I had an account in Royal Bank there, and I sent my son. The termination benefit, all the years I had 2 operations to do. I didn't do it. So I say, well, no, I think it done. So a parting money was, I think it was $45,000. So I gave us the piece. They go and put it in the bank. They want all kind of things. They were asking all kind of questions. I said, we had the pay slip. So I went down there and they asked me, I said, well, this is my termination benefit. And next day I said, I said, go take out all the money and go put it in unit trust. And that's how I ended up in the unit trust. So I have 2 accounts, the unit trust and here. Save your money. Adjust your expenses, right? Live off of your expenses. You must know what you could save safely, right? You had children to go to school, all this kind of thing. So you balance that, but always save something.
An office was officially located at the TATECO San Fernando Park Street compound in 1966. The next decade saw the credit union purchasing 5 acres of land at Harmony Hall, Gasperlo, for the then astronomical price of $38,625. This was in an effort to provide economical housing for some of its members. A loaning policy was formulated and published for the first time in 1967. The first employee was hired in 1969. And in 1972, the bond of membership was extended to include all employees of TATECO. The 20th anniversary saw Kitchener reveling in his Reinorama in 1973. Mr. Neville Tenure reigned as president, and the membership grew to 474, with shares reigning down at $411,849, with assets at $47,896. With this continued growth occurring, the number of board of directors increased from 9 to 12. By 1977, the asset base had grown to $1 million. Quite an astounding feat for such a small beginning. This was truly a stellar accomplishment. Come La We Jam from Calypso Rose was the soundtrack to the 25th anniversary celebrations in 1978, with Mr. Marcus Nelson as president leading the charge. The asset base steadily increased to over $3 million by 1981. Rebecca by Blue Boy could be heard from the distance as the credit union celebrated the 30th anniversary with a membership of 941, shares at over 6.5 million, and assets at an astounding 8.2 million. A dividend of 8% was declared for that year, the first of many. 1987 saw the purchase of a property at 42 Grand Sol Street, San Fernando, at what is now known as Mendes House. The tenets of credit unionism echoed through the halls, and TATECO San Fernando recognized its social responsibility by making donations to the various charitable entities. This practice continues to date. In 1992, under the leadership of Mr. Ashraf Khan, members were encouraged to invest in TATECO bonds. Mr. Khan would preside as president for the next 10 years. For the 40th anniversary, Blue Boys sang about Bacchanal times. The membership increased to 1,089, with shares of 18.9 million, assets at over 21 million. A new logo was introduced in 1994. 2 lots of land were purchased in Tobago in 1995. The neighboring plot of land west of Mendes House on Freeling Street was purchased in 1996. And as the young marshal's big truck sped down the road, the board sought to pave the road for succession and created the Junior Savers Club in 1997. Today, those Junior Savers members are adult members actively participating in the credit union and the community at large. In 2000, TATECO San Fernando was awarded Best Performing Industry-Based Credit Union, medium-sized category, an award that would be repeated 3 years later in 2003. At that time, the credit union celebrated their milestone 50th anniversary to the sweet refrain of Fay and Lion's Display. During 2004-2005, the Freeling Street property would be developed into a 2-story commercial building, erected without the aid of a loan but through careful planning and budgeting of the credit union's limited finances. In 2010, the credit union received an award for the most improved financial performance and best financial pearls performance. By 2013, the credit union was having a fantastic Friday as the assets soared to over 100 million. Again, in 2015, like a boss, the credit union was recognized and awarded as the most promising credit union Trinidad. In 2016, the board of directors, led by Mr. James Solomon, gave Mendes House a much-needed upgrade. The color was changed, making the building as distinctive as the organization. As of 2018, with Soca Kingdom resonating in our souls, the credit union has amassed a membership of over 2,000 with an asset base of over 143 million and declared a dividend of 7% at the AGM held in March 2018. From that modest base in 1963, a multi-million-dollar organization has emerged based on the core values set out by those original pioneers and guided by the credit union philosophy. The board of directors had a vision, a dream, and the desire and drive to make it happen. We salute them for laying a solid foundation and enabling members in the fulfillment of their dreams and aspirations.